Hey friends, what's up? Kaz here. Welcome back to another server admin tutorial, otherwise known as bucket plugin tutorials, whatever you want to call it. If you're joining me for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button because I do these every Friday, sometimes twice a week on Wednesdays. So feel free to do some suggestions. I got quite a list, but I'm always looking for new plugins to do. And I apologize. I don't know who actually suggested this one. I did not capture it. It happens sometimes, so I apologize for not giving the shout out, but this plugin is called Drop Party. Very cool, very fun, very easy, and it's by Ampain2. So if you haven't seen it, feel free to check it out. It doesn't have too many downloads, so go ahead and check that out because it's really cool. Super simple. It has an optional dependency of votifier because you can tie your drop party in with votifier. So then you can use votifier to start your drop party. So after so many votes, you can start your drop party, or you can just let people put in a command in the game that says vote to start a drop party. So you need so many people online to do that and all that. And you could probably figure out some ways to do it automatically once a chest is at a certain level, or you can set it to just every few hours it'll just do a drop party from the chest of user donations, which is, users can just plop it into a hopper and then it goes in the chest and then it'll just do a drop party after after a while. It does announcements and all that stuff, and people can actually teleport directly to it, which is really neat. So anyway, let's get into it, and I will show you guys some of the commands and some of the settings that you can do. You can actually do everything in-game, which is really neat, but I'm still going to take a look at the config because I think that's helpful, just so you guys can know what kind of stuff you can edit when you're in-game, because there's not really an extensive list on the author's page of the settings that you can edit in-game, but I was able to figure it out. So anyway, let's get into it. So I set this, the first thing you need to do is set this set of chests down, put some items in there, and then you're going to go DP create tutorial, and that's it. That's to create it. And then, well, that's the first step. I guess that's not it. So DP set chest tutorial. So that's, the syntax is DP set and then the name of the party that we're working on. So it's enabled chest selection for your drop party tutorial. So you can right click on that, and if you have more than one chest, you can actually continue right clicking and it's going to keep adding chests to your drop party. So if you want to put multiple locations that people can like donate to it, you can do that and link all the chests together to be part of the same drop party. So then we go DP set item point tutorial. So the item point is where it's going to spawn items. So what you may have noticed, we have these things. So we're going to right click on that just so we can have a visual representation of where they're going to spawn. And then we go, the last part is once the drop party is finished, fireworks are going to go off. So we're going to go DP set firework point tutorial, and then we right click on that, and then to finish, you just set to get it to finish that, and you can set more than one firework point, all that stuff, and then to finish that you just do the command again, and then there we go. We have our drop party set up, and then what we can do is go DP start tutorial, and there it goes. And then it finished already because there wasn't that many because of the fireworks. And it linked them all together just because I'm running Spigot, so it links items together kind of like that. So not a whole lot of items, but that is it. And then you can go DP vote tutorial, but I don't have the voting turned on. So let's talk about some settings that you can do for these. So first of all, you can go DP list parties, I think is what the command is, and then it'll show you all the parties that you have going, set up, all that stuff. So if you ever forget what you have, so then you can go DP set party setting tutorial, which is the name of the party, and then you can go votifier true. And so what that's going to do is it's going to set the votifier setting to true. So once you've reached so many vote settings in the game, it will it'll go off. So right now the required votes is at 50. That's the default one. You can actually just change this to required votes, and then let's do 10. And we change that to 10. So after 10 votifier votes, it's going to start. Now, you can also, then you can take this and do false. So turn the votifier off, and then you can change this to vote to start. Vote to start. And then true. And then you can go DP vote tutorial. And there we go. Voted for drop party tutorial. Now, obviously, you need 9 more before it'll automatically start, but that's how it goes. So let's go ahead and disable votes to start. And then you can do start periodically, so you can have it set to just starting every 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 hours, whatever. And then you can set the start period, all one word, to be the time that you want it to set. So then you can also do your DP list chess. Oh, and then you got to do tutorial at the end. So that's going to show you the ID and where the chests are located. You can change that to be item points. And there we go. And you can see the IDs. So then you can do DP remove item points and then the ID. Oh, wait, sorry. You got to do the name of the drop party and then the ID. There we go. Not plural. Item point. And then firework point, also the same thing. It's just firework point and then chess and then the ID that's associated with it. So you can do the list command for any of those settings, all of that stuff. So let's hop into the config real quick, just so that you guys can see the commands. Basically, you're just going to do this DP set party setting, and then whatever the name of the setting is in the config file, and then true, false, or a number. So that just kind of helps you guys see what you can set. So let's hop over there right quick and check it out. Okay, so here we are in the configuration. Now, obviously, like always, you're going to drop your drop party jar. Wow, it's right there. Drop party jar in your plugins folder and then start your server, and then it's going to load all of these. So you got a few things. You got your config, which doesn't have a whole lot in it. You can modify the colors that it uses, default, and pretty much the defaults that are set for all parties if you want to do that or not. And then you can also modify your messages, which is really cool if you want to make it to say fun things, if you want to use a different language, or if you want to use a different prefix rather than drop party. That's kind of cool. I love it when they give you that option. The last one is your parties. Now, this is where we're going to list all of your parties, where the teleport location is, the chest, item points, firework points. Remember, we remove one of those item points. And then these are all the settings that you can modify in-game with that party setting command. So basically just say the same thing: firework amount, firework delay, start periodically, whatever it is. And then I think this is 1 day. This is probably in seconds. I haven't verified that, but I'm just assuming, looking at the number, that's seconds. So like I said, this was really quick. This is basically just to show you guys the commands that you can then adjust in the game with that in-game setting. You don't need to come into this configuration file. So that's really cool. So let's take a look at some of the permission nodes, and just to wrap this up. Okay, so here we are. We're back on the server to wrap this up. Got two things. First of all, we got one permission node, which is dropparty.admin. That's pretty much the only permission node you need, because that will give you access to everything. You know, that's for non-op users. Op users already have access to all the commands. But there's two other things. If you don't want your users to be able to teleport, you can actually do DP teleport tutorial, and it's going to teleport your users to where you were standing when you created the party. So didn't note that later or earlier, but now I will, because I'll put an overlay. But anyway, so if you want them to not be able to do that, you need to negate or remove the permission node dropparty.teleport, and then they can't teleport to the drop party. I don't know if you want them to do that, or if you don't want them to vote, you do dropparty.vote. It's pretty simple. Like I said, this plugin is really neat. There's so much possibilities of it. We're definitely going to be using this very soon, just discussing how. And I know there's a few other, I think Black Belt Panda uses, I don't know if he uses this one, but he has a really cool drop party setup, which is awesome. So go ahead, check out him in the Gibbles. Go ahead and check out our fan server and swing on by. And shout out to the other admin here, Darkhawks. But hey, this is Cos from McFriends reminding you guys all, enjoy the game. God bless. Oh, what now, buddy? What now? Got the gold sword. Run! Oh, dude, I win! Did you have an iron sword?